Welcome to the 2026 Stewart Boat Show. Today we are at the Invincible booth looking at their 33-foot center console. Guys, this is one of the baddest fishing boats on the market. You have to hop aboard and take a look. What's going on, guys? Ryan from Livin here. Today we are checking out the 33 Invincible, and let me tell you, when Senior Salty and I were walking around this boat, this checked a lot of boxes. We want a real fishing boat for our next boat, and this is it. So starting up on the bow here, and if you guys watch my walkthrough videos, Senior Salty is staying on the outside of the boat because it's very rocky in here, so it might look a little different. But starting up in the air in the bow, we are going to have our anchor locker hatch. Very deep anchor locker. You can kind of see it can fit plenty big in there. Now, one of the main attractions of this boat here is going to be the fishing room. So you can see up here in the bow, I mean, there is just absolutely tons of room to walk around, fish, and just not overcrowded with forward seating molded into the deck and everything. This boat is all about fishing. So you're definitely getting that here, and you can see it in the bow. We're going to have one in-floor box here. Here's the front. I'll flip it open for you. Looks like they're using it for a little bit of life jacket and bumper storage. I would probably use the same. It is a really big box, but if you are going to the Bahamas or long range trips, you ice that down with a couple 100 pounds of ice and you are set to go for the whole trip. Now you are going to notice underneath the gunnels here, we're going to have a little bit of storage here up in the bow, which is very neat. You're going to be able to use, maybe stuff some bumpers or dock lines up over there. Now we are going to have a big lounge seater on this boat, which is super neat. And you start to get with some of these bigger center consoles. You can see, I mean, it's longer than my legs are. I'm 5'10", so that's really neat. Super comfortable. You can fit two people. You have folding armrest here. One of my favorite parts about the lounger here is you're going to have a big old insulated box. So it opens from the starboard side to the port. You can see it's a really, really heavy duty hatch. You're going to have a divider here so you can put your sandwiches and drinks on one side, maybe a little bit of fish on the other, however you want to configure it. It is a super neat option here on the 33 Invincible. You are going to have a little bit of cup holders and rod holders here on the side as well. That's going to be on the starboard and port side of the lounger. Making our way towards the stern of the boat, we are going to have one more in-floor hatch right here next to the lounger. If we can get it open. Looks like you're going to have a rod box. This is not going to be an insulated fish box storage, but you will see how far back that goes, and we'll flip around the camera because I think it goes pretty far this way as well. Oh yeah, that keeps going, holy cow. So if you want to stick any rods in here, maybe if you're going on longer trips, that is an awesome place to do it. So on the port side, we are going to have our cabin here. So cabin on this boat is not going to be your top priority, but we are going to hop in anyways. We are going to have an electric head right here in the middle. You're going to have your battery switches over here. Battery panel with the Invincible logo. We'll pop open this little access hatch. Aha, and here you're going to have your batteries. So we're going to have 3 batteries. We'll get a look at some of our wiring and rigging here on this boat. It's definitely pretty crowded, but everything looks pretty neat and organized. Take a look here. You guys let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about the rigging here on the boat? You guys can probably see a little bit better than I can, but it's nice that they hid it all the way, all of this behind the binder. You can see it's super clean in here. We're gonna have another access here to our Garmin MFDs. A little bit more access to some rigging. Like I was saying, it's very nice that they hid all of this behind these blinders. You guys can see we have a little loft section over here, so maybe if you want to use it for a little rod storage, you can. Or however, maybe throw some backpacks in there for the day. Moving on to the helm, my favorite part of any boat, we are going to have a triple panel glass windshield here. Super nice. Senior Salty is going to be a little disappointed there's not a vent on that windshield though. We're going to have a nice little helm pad up here. Perfect, keep your phones and all your electronics while you're running. Something that Invincible does that's super neat, I like, is they're going to have their dash a little bit recessed with like a little kind of like a cubby here, so you can throw your phones and keys and wallets over here and not have it bouncing around on the dash. Just a nice little detail there. Looks like we're gonna have 16-inch Garmin MFDs, your VHF, you have your head unit over here, Mercury controls, joystick. Really like the accessibility here of the switch panel. Very neat. Got a nice little bolster here along the helm, so that way you can lean against it while you're looking back, maybe fishing, watching your rods. Very neat little feature there. Overall, a very clean helm station here on the 33 Invincible. Taking a look at our helm seat here, you kind of got a captain slash bench hybrid. So it's all gonna be one seat, but it does have little indents for each individual passenger. You have fold down armrest over here, super comfortable. Here's your eye level. I'm 5'10", like I said. Kind of could just see the bow going a little bit up higher, but gonna be very comfortable here to cruise. Like I said, most of the time I'm driving anyway, it's gonna be standing up. Actually, underneath our helm seat, we're actually gonna get a little bit of storage. Take a look on in there. Pretty neat little feature. Kind of can use it for whatever you want. Under the gunnel on the starboard side, you can see we have a little saltwater wash down there. If you take a look at the port, we're gonna have the freshwater wash down. Taking a look at our tackle center here, we're going to have some tackle storage, which I'll go ahead and show you. This is gonna be like your little rigging station, so it's nice and high, kind of at arm's level here. So if you want to tie any hooks or sinkers, whatever you're doing, nice and accessible right here. Underneath that is going to be where our actual tackle storage is going to be. Looks like you can fit 4 boxes on this side, and you have 2 drawers on the right side. Fold that up. This also has an upholstery on it, a little bolster, which is nice. You can kind of lean against it, or you'll see we'll have it slide out cooler. You'll be able to use it as a backrest, but kind of hides the tackle center a little bit, which I like. Here's your slide out cooler. This one is a Frigid Rigid. You can slide this out though, like I mentioned before. Take a seat, lean back on the bolster, and now you can sit here, watch your rods while you're trolling. One thing I did notice while I was walking around this boat that I really like, just simple things like having a grab handle here on the back of the leaning post. A lot of manufacturers have handles on both sides, but adding that one across the middle really just helps for stability. I'm sure we'll see it just in a little bit when we go on the sea trial. That's really gonna be helping your passengers feel safe back here. We're gonna have 4 in-floor hatches here in the stern of this boat. Start on the port side. You're gonna have an insulated fish box here. Turn you around, take a look inside. Perfect, like I said, for all those long, skinnier fish, maybe your mahi, kingfish, wahoo, any of those. Here you're gonna have an in-floor live well, and we're gonna have access to our bilge right here. So, very, very nice bilge access. We're gonna have a sea chest here. You're gonna have access to all your pumps, bilge pumps, wash down pumps, fuel water separators, all that kind of stuff you're gonna get right in here. Super clean though, really gives you an idea of the quality of the boat you're getting when you take a look at the rigging. And it looks like we're gonna have a little bonus tackle storage over here. You got a leader, spool holder, and you got some pull-out drawers over here. This is gonna be in the port side towards the transom. Towards the transom of the boat here, we are going to have our live well, which is a single live well, but is very big. Here's the size. Sticking my arm all the way in, all the way up to my shoulder. Very, very deep live well. And on the port side, we're going to have a little wash down slash bait sink. This boat here at the show is going to be powered by Mercury V10 425s, which is the max horsepower rating for this boat. So something we don't get to do very often, because we're in convention centers a lot for these shows, is go on sea trials. So Stewart Boat Show actually has sea trials available, and this 33 Invincible, luckily they are taking out. So here I have Matt from Invincible versus the marketing for Invincible. And we're gonna be going out and see what this boat is capable of today. So, Matt, what kind of Invincible? Obviously, it's like a hardcore fishing boat, but like, what's the fuel capacity? What are the owners of Invincibles? What are they doing with this boat?
So we make semi-customizable boats, which means you're starting on a new build with pretty much a blank canvas. You've got your hull and standard features. You're picking your power, and offshore fishing is in our DNA, but we've got things like, forward seating and rear seating and comfort features that you can add for people with families. We've got our forward loungers that are very comfortable. We've got our upholstery done by a company called Miami Prestige that's local to us. That they do a great job for us. So we take a lot of pride in our fit finish and comfort features added to a boat that's born to fish.
Very cool. And what's the fuel capacity on this boat?
320 gallons. That's 2 saddle tanks and a large center tank.
Okay, so 320 gallons. A lot of people in Florida here love to run out to the Bahamas. If you're a Northeast fisherman, run out to the canyons. You guys need a lot of fuel capacity. And if you don't know, if you go to the Bahamas, you're paying like $7 a gallon for fuel. So great to have a lot of fuel capacity on this boat. You can make those long range trips. Like, this boat is plenty offshore capable. We're gonna see a little bit of the running footage now. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy the ride here on the 33 Invincible. How do you like the grab handle back here, Senior?
It's nice.
Yeah?
Yep.
I do like that. Now, I would say our cruising speed was what, like 35 miles an hour there?
Ideal cruising speed on this boat is going to be 40 miles an hour, just
40?
about.
Okay. And this is a step hole? Or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you get a little bit more fuel efficiency, a little bit more lift out of it, right? What's like the max speed we're looking at with the 425s?
This boat's going to push 70 miles an hour, but
70.
you're going to get to 65 plus.
Okay, 65 plus safely. Not sure if I pointed out during the walkthrough, but you do have an additional rod storage here, which I love, on the side of the console that hooks through the hardtop. Really neat. I mean, you could just say you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rod holders just here along the side of the console on the starboard side, plus everything in the gunnel. Rod holders on top of the hardtop. We're talking 5 more. This boat is built to fish. Well, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's walkthrough / sea trial. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see some more sea trials, let me know down in the comments below. Matt, thank you very much for taking me out and showing me around the boat. Absolutely love this boat. Super nice. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below. I'm gonna go ahead and link another boat walkthrough I think you guys are gonna like over here on the left side of the screen. Make sure you guys go check that out next. Until my next video, remember to keep living salty.